Hello to all the listeners. This is Mika Sarel from the Philippines. Morning here, and I'm recording here to a request I had, a question I had from a very dear friend in the Philippines, a lady that asked me this: why can't we get what we always wanted? I mean, how come bad people always get what they want? I'll repeat it again. Why can't we get what we always wanted? I mean, how come bad people always get what they want? Okay, now, before I'm beginning to relate to this, I'll apologize right now if my English is not sufficient. I will do the best. My vocabulary, to my opinion, is not sufficient. Maybe to your opinion it's better, but I apologize anyway if I will make some mistakes in the language, because I'm a Hebrew speaker. Now, before I begin, we need to make definitions here. The question is actually why good people have difficult times in getting what they want, and bad people can get it seemingly getting it easy. This question can go everywhere, and therefore the answer can be endless. But for giving something that will be of substantial, comprehensive to the listeners to begin with, I will make it simple. And as simple as I'll get, then one of the two things will happen: or that you'll get complicated, or that you will follow the simplicity, which means that those who will relate to what I'm saying simple will get something from this recording that relates to this question. So the first definition is that we need to actually define is between good people and bad people. So good people, actually, it's true, they're having more difficulties in this world to get what they want. Bad people seems to get it much easier. So let's define good people then to bad people, okay? Let's define good and bad. You see, it gets deep and simple. Good means, like the universe, like all life, people that want to thrive, they want to see other people succeed, they want to love, they want to have peaceful life. They don't want to be threatened. They don't want to be frightened. By other people. They don't want to get hurt. They don't want to get hurt, because in this world, good people get hurt a lot, too much, as we know. Sometimes in an unbearable way. Sometimes in a crazily devious ways, which I'm not getting into, but you can actually figure out what I'm talking about. Now, good and bad, okay? Good is simply the life itself that wants to support, enhance everything that lives. Doesn't differentiate between one another. It gives, and those who are open to get will get. And they will receive, and they will be given. The problem is that bad, which is controlling the world, convince people not to believe in good. Not to believe in good. We get frustrated, good people, yeah, those who want those things, you know. You want to see good in the world. You want to see things natural growing. You want to see people happy. People are not happy. Good people, or people that suffer from the bad. Now, bad means hurting, stealing, doing things on the account of others, taking away from others. Don't see anything but yourself. Good people see always other people. They are considerate, they are respectful, they are warm people. They want to help. They have a good heart. Sometimes a very, very amazing, big, good heart. Like this lady that asked the question, which I know, whom I know. Sorry. Um, Now, human beings differentiate from other life on this planet. Got conscious and consciousness. They can be conscious about things that something that nothing else have. Even though dogs and cats and animals and plants, they don't have consciousness. They are functional. They are experiencing. They can get hurt, of course, but they're not conscious about what's going on. They just know that it's hurt. They can't figure 1 and 3. They can't figure colors and be conscious about them. So human beings got the consciousness that other lives on this planet don't have. Another thing that humans have is the ability to choose and the permission to make choices. Now, unfortunately, this planet is a conquered planet. Is a slaved planet. This planet was taken many, many, many thousands of years ago by kind of dark extraterrestrials, not one kind, that lives in a certain wave band in the universe, which is quite low. But of course, they are bad, and they are completely egocentric, and they are survivals, and they are predators, and they are very technological. They don't have heart. Their soul is darkened. They destroyed their own spirit, godly spirit, and they live by stealing, by taking, by sucking energy and matter and flesh from all lives on planets that are conquered by them. Now, of course, there are many good extraterrestrials that fight them. I won't get into the reasons why this planet was in darkness for so long. We don't actually, human beings, what we call life on this planet is not really life. It's bits and pieces of a life. We don't understand, and we don't have the cognizance of how life can be. But worse than that, we don't believe in better life. We don't believe that there's other possibilities. Not only what they suggested to us, to live in a cage, to do what we're told, to be ignorant, to be threatened, and to be chased if you want to know the truth. And if you discover something, they're hiding. They always live by parasiting, mind parasiting and physical parasiting, by deception, which is the spirit of their lives, by inversion. They always consider bad to be good and good to be bad, and they convince us that this is the case. I'm telling you all this because we live in an inverse planet, but this is not the life that is in all universe. It's here. And we are here for a reason. I would dare to say that we chose to come here because we want to make a change here. We actually here not sometimes to experience suffering, sometimes to experience poverty, sometimes to experience stress. But we actually need to come to the conclusion in the end that this thing is not promoting us, it's killing us. We meet deception everywhere. We can define good to bad. We can define lies from truth. We can. But most of people on the planet do not define this. They don't make the effort to stop for a second and to ask the question. Now, this is this, or to make to make it in front of you, like this lady gave me some kind of a question, which is very hard to answer, especially as a first instance. Okay, there is more than what we see. We know that, and if we don't know, then we should get the idea there might be a situation that there is more than what we see. Yeah. Now, the bad in the world that is carried out by those creatures that created it, enslaved the human race for more than 25,000 years, especially in the last 200 years, it needs to be convincing upon the human to take it, to believe in it. And they have all kind of methods. Yeah, they starve us, they make us poor, and then they tell us that if we do that and that and that, we will get money, we will get food, we'll get what we want. But they offer their way. And they offer their way because they want us to produce the energies that they need to survive. They want us to be beasts. They want us to treat one another cruel, in a cruel way. They want us to steal. Those who hear this can see that stealing is something common with human beings. I live now in a country that when you are dropping something on the pavement, most of the people will take it and just go. And no one will actually stop and say, hey, you dropped it. Very few. Or mistakenly, you send money to someone and he will never answer you and take the money. It's not his, it was mistakenly sent to him. Most people here will take the money. Now, this is killing, this behavior, killing human beings. It's actually rotting the spirit from inside. They become slowly bad people. No one wants to be bad, Children or babies, humans that are born are good. You can look at children and babies. They are good. They don't have bad intentions. But life teaches them that there's the easy way of taking others, what belongs to others, and steal from them to get what you want. And it's easy. And then you feel not good about it once or twice, and then you stop feeling bad about it. You think it's normal. You think that's life, this is how it should be. But you rot from inside and you don't feel it. So good people, really good people, knows that. They don't want to be bad. They want good. They want good people. But then we come to the problem of trust. Whom can we trust? Of course, trusting is the way of nature. See, everything in nature trusts. The bee trusts the flower. The tree trusts the rain. Everyone trusts the sun, and the sun never fails. Never. So why don't we? Why we fail? This is a question that bad people or people that are egoistic to the uttermost will never think about. Because for them, living is stealing from all kinds. Because every crime is a stealing of something. But good people don't want to steal. But they want to find people like them. Very hard. Because people are tempted. They are feared to death from starvation, and I can see it in this country. Then no one cares, because everyone is like that. Because people are afraid and keep for themselves, and they don't believe in good. They are survivors. Survivors will never think about anyone else. Now, it's not our fault, but we can understand this and we can make a choice. We can make a choice to give something from what we have, because we want to be good. We want to share. But to whom? Those who will take it and take more? No, we need to learn to differentiate. We need to learn to differentiate between good and bad, between lies and truth, between coarse and fine. between enemies and allies, we need to start to make differentiate, to make to use the ability to make the difference between this and that. Human beings can do that. They are conscious. They are conscious beings. Now, I must say that good people in this time have a hard time. Yes, they have a hard time because, from one hand, they need to protect themselves all the time from those stealers. From another hand, they can't find really good friends. And I appreciate this difficulty. The speaker to you is experiencing the same difficulties. But you see, the speakers to you, which is myself, never gave up on trust, never gave up on human spirit, never gave up on humanity, always believed in it. So we're coming to this title called belief. But wait a minute. I'll tell you a few words about me. Because I was very good-hearted from the beginning. I couldn't be bad. I couldn't perceive bad. Never stole. The only incident I stole, I was 5 years old, and I was taking a coin from my mother's purse. I didn't call it stealing, and I went to buy something for myself because I wanted it. Then my mother explained to me that this coin, she needed to buy vegetables and fruits for 3 days. And I realized what I've done, and that's the last time I was doing it, or taking without permission, asking my mother if it's possible. Sometimes it was not, and I had to bear with it because I understood the situation. So we come to the other item that is called understanding. So now we have belief and understanding, but we need to have it, good people. I'm not talking to the bad people. The bad people will not be interested in this recording. The good people might. You need to learn to differentiate. Okay? Detection. So first of all, detection. Then you need to believe in something good. To see that it's making good and not to give up. And not to turn to the other side, to the dark side. Yes, it's exactly that. Sometimes we need to bear with it. Sometimes we need to understand it. But as more we understand the situation, more we see that this sentence, that bad people get things easily, is not complete. It's temporary, and it's got a cost that we don't want to pay. I repeat, it's got a cost that we don't want to pay, good people. Right? I'm talking to you, good people. We don't want to become bad. We don't want to lose our soul. We don't want to stop loving. We don't want to stop caring. We don't want to stop being a human. Now, this is a very, very crucial point here. Because bad people that get things easily are losing their humanity. They are stop being human beings by definition. Human being by definition is a good, godly, caring being. It's got a mission here. It carries peace of God. To steal from others is to work against God. God is a very crucial thing here, because if we don't believe that, or don't see, even we don't need to believe, we need to see immediately that we did not create it ourselves. We can't create anything here on the planet. It was all done by something. Some amazing high, unperceivable intelligence and capability made this place completely balanced for us. So this is where belief, which is very important when everything is dark and it seems that nothing works and it seems that nothing is good, and you know, the bad is conquering the world. But there are facts that we cannot ignore. Yes, we need to believe in the good always. In bad times, it's very necessary, but mostly it's not even necessary, because we can see things. We can see the miracles of creation and God and what happens in nature and how things work. If we can value what we have, then we understand that what we have is actually earned by hard work, which is valuable. This is not easy. Because when you get it easy, you must steal. You must circumnavigate. You must make shortcuts. When you make shortcuts, you don't have the processes of taking care to see that you're not hurting and stealing from others, not crushing someone else. The easy way is always crush, crush. Always big, big. But the true way is always a small stone climbing. Because all the bad people will fall. And they are falling. Just, the illusion of getting something. It's not theirs. They are playing egoistic, yeah? They are playing egoistic ways with something that is not theirs. And they don't have any value of that. They don't. They don't value anything and anything. As long as they get, they want more. And it's only them. Is this life? I don't think so. I don't know what you think. I'm a good person. I know that for sure that if I want to get something for real, I need to work hard for that. If I want to make a friend, I need to show it day after day. I need to keep my promises. I need to show up. I need to be there when it's needed. I need to have the care, the time, the effort, which is actually God's money. And differentiate with this false and fake money that they gave us. They gave us the money of the beast because they took everything, they gave humanity very, very small amount of it, and we are fighting over it like hungry mice. Sorry, my English, mice. But are we mice? Can we not stop and say, hey, I still have a bread. I have 2 children hungry and two neighbors hungry. I can share. But think about what it does to the neighbor. Because the neighbor is thankful. Because you see that you're sharing. Next time he have and you don't have, he will share. And if you don't, you need to keep on trying. But if you see someone behaves in a devious way, taking and want to take more, then you stop giving to him. Because it's not valuable, because you see the man is not getting value, he's egocentric. You need to know to differentiate good people to bad people. Bad people will never say thank you, and if they say, they fake it. Remember, the bad works by deception, mind parasites, inversion, and fantasia. They promises something that they never keep. They tell you something that they will not stand under. Now I tell you about myself. I have promises that I cannot fulfill right now. Not now, but I never forget my promises. Meanwhile, I'm there. Meanwhile, I do the best. But I never forget. I remember someone that was sending me money after 5 months I wasn't in contact with him. He says, listen, I owe a little bit on this lecture that I didn't pay. And now I have the money, so I'm sending you the money. And I forgot about the man, and I forgot about the lecture, because I went other places. But the man remembers. And I will never forget this person for that. The man is one of these people that want to keep his word, which is very, very valuable in my eyes. This is your human behavior. Human behavior is keeping. Human behavior is considering. Human behavior is caring, but not caring for those who is going to destroy you. You need to differentiate them between good people. Sometimes good people can go bad. So we need to go and differentiate between good behavior and bad behavior. If you see a good person suddenly go slide, you care for him and says, hey, my friend, look what you've done. You have to stop it. Do you see this? Most of the time, good people will just hold their head with their hands and say, oh my God, I've done it. I'm so sorry, I will fix it. Good people fix things. They don't keep wrong behaviors or sometimes you hurt someone, you didn't You didn't meant to, and he got hurt, and you have the obligation to fix it, to see that the man is okay, or to apologize, or to compensate, or to take responsibility, because good people take responsibility. So, I see responsibility is something that is thought to be a very, very rude concept in the world. If you are responsible, people mock you. They call you, hey, why should you be responsible? Take the easy way. But again, what is this talking? If a person is losing his responsibility for himself, he's losing his humanity. He's losing his inner contact, inner calling, inner line, the line of good that is always there, even though they try to convince us that the bad is easier. So now it's 26 minutes. I want to just conclude this small introduction or small glimpse of it. And I want to say something here. The way to heaven is always having these turns from it. Turns to hell. On which everyone is signed and is written a shortcut to heaven. But actually shortcuts are always taking you the wrong direction. There's no shortcut. If you want something good, you need to work hard for that. And I don't mean only for money. You need to work for everything valuable in your life. I tell you what is the value, one of the values of this lady that gave me this question. She asked me questions. There are not many people, even in my country, that ask me questions. But she do. And this makes her important and valuable, because these kind of questions evoke from me the must work hard to get a suitable response that will ease the pain. Because these questions got pain. And I have the pain. I have the pain of my dreams that are far away, that I want them to be fulfilled. I never leave them. I never give up. I never quit. Especially for my dreams. But I know it's a long way. I know that the long way, having a shortcut that says, hey, you want your dream come true? Come this way. No way, because this is a way to hell. You'll never get what you want. They think the bad people get what they want, really? Or get what those who made them want it want? Remember, no child is bad. People become bad sometimes and many times during their life. They are tempted. They are feared and they are tempted to do bad things. Once you steal, it's very easy to do it next time. The same like any other crime. You stop having feelings, you stop having care. You don't see anything, you don't see humans, you don't see God. You see nothing but your pocket and your ego. Is this life? I don't think so. I don't know what you think, but I don't think so. So my simple immediate, remember it's simple, yes? This recording is simple. Talking in a simple way. So in a simple way I will say to good people, including this marvelous lady, which I have great appreciation and respect and value. I say this: know that the good need to be worked for and sometimes suffered for. But it's worth it. It's worth it. It's worth it because you're not losing God in you, and God is the best. Believe me, God is the best. Doing God's things upon earth, not the Christian way or the Buddhist way or the Jewish way, just being a good person. Do the work, differentiate, have good resistance to what's coming to take from you, know how to self-defense, don't hurt others, but believe in this way. Because the small stone that climbs go far away. Far, 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 far. It goes into the magical way of life. And it's the long way. It's not having shortcuts, but it's a marvelous way. There are small jewels, there are small little moments, like this moment for me, that shows you that you're on the right path. If you hurt someone, correct it. If you did something wrong, correct it. Take responsibility. Don't submit to wrong kind of forces. Resist them. Refuse to cooperate with something which definitely is not right. Wrong. Don't comply. Resistance is a great power, and a great power of living. And those who know to resist bad will find strength in them that nothing can bind. Nothing. I promise you that. If you believe, so we come to believe. And do please understand, the world is not fair. We live in a jail world. But we can be kind in small ways. I recommend to you this movie. I will remember his name in a minute. Just a second, I'll pause it. In English, it's called The Shawshank Redemption, and it speaks of redemption. You better see the movie. You see, all that I was speaking here, all that all that was spoken here is demonstrated in this marvelous film that considered to be one of the best that was ever made. The Shawshank Redemption. If you've never seen it, run and see it. If you've seen it once, see it again. Watch it. See that everything that I spoke here is to do with what is demonstrated there. So patient, bear with it. Bear with the bad. Bear with the suffering. But you see, you're not alone. And you see, you are never alone, because bad people are always alone. The friends that they call friends will always leave them in time of stress. But if you're true, and you make good friends, and you make real ones, they will never leave you in time of trouble. Like I don't. So, in the conclusion, and we are in the conclusion, it seems that the bad people have easy way, but they are on the wrong path. And the wrong way is a short timer. It's a short timer. It glows in a false glow, like fireworks. Wow, and then after a minute they're gone. But good people that sustain it and hold it and bear with the bad and do their work and do not stay ignorant in this world will get everything on the way. Sometimes without knowing it, because the ugly duckling didn't see that he became a swan, only when he came to a mirror. So, if you like, I'm like a small mirror talking to the good people and say, yeah, it's not easy, but see what you already got. Be thankful. Be thankful and count those things that are valuable for you. You see that you have them. You have them. You already swim in your path of diamonds. You just need to value it. Don't look at the black dot in a white paper. Please. Count the good. Don't count the bad. It's a false, it's deception, it's delirious, and it takes you away from the truth. It always shines in a false light. It's a black light, pretend to be light. So I want to encourage you, good people. You are not alone. I'm talking to you. Start to count good things for yourself. Start to believe in the good, because you sow in your future with all the disappointments that once you get it right and you get a good friend and you work hard and you get something that you want. I don't believe that every one of you didn't get never what he wanted. Because I can count many things, and many times I got what I wanted. And if it was a lesson, then I started to want the lessons. Sometimes, a great fall, or a disappointment, or okay, I didn't get what I want, I didn't do it well. There's a great lesson in it. Don't skip the lesson. Don't skip the lesson as a small jewel for you. Be like the child that grows. He's not considering himself to be wise, but he loves learning. He wants to know. Don't lose your hunger to understand. Don't use your hunger to find out that you're valuable. Because if you didn't find it by now, I'm telling you now that you are. You are rare and you are important. And the world needs you more than you think. And by this, I will end this small recording, simple recording about very deep and large issue. As a simple beginning, I think it was not bad, I think. Well, tell me you. Okay, so it's still morning in the Philippines, and I spoke in English. And I hope the lady that asked the question got something from it. And always ask me questions, please, because it takes the best out of me. I love questions because I question myself, always. I always have questions. And if I have no one to ask, I ask. You know what? If I ask and I continue asking, I get the answer in the end. I believe in this. So believe in the good. Believe in the good. I think it's better than to believe in bad. The good is better, simply. Okay, don't go the wrong way. Don't go the shortcut. Don't cheat yourself. Be honest, be true to yourself, and learn and grow. It will give you a fortune from the beginning, small at the time. One day you'll find yourself a swan. Believe me, you'll find yourself to be a swan. And by this, I will close this recording. Thank you very much for listening. This is Mika Sorel from the Philippines. Today, if I'm not mistaken, is the oh my God, I don't remember the date. Never mind. This recording is timeless, or it's always considering, and it's always valid. So skip the date. Bye.